I'm Pastor Henry Hildebrandt. We are ready to share some things with you again. I am thankful, so thankful that we have Jesus Christ, thankful that we have God the Father to be with us at all times, no matter what comes against us, no matter what happens, no matter what people say. Maybe I could start with what we dealt with on Sunday morning. The title was where Jesus asked his disciples, "Whom do men say that I, the Son of Man, am?" And I believe that that question was not just asked back then, but that question is still valid for our time. And Jesus is asking in our time, whom do men say that we are? And not really referring to us as people or as an individual, but referring to his body, referring to his church, referring to the Christians. What do people say? And maybe this is quite fitting because we just had the mainstream media do another try, see if they could sling some mud at us or just to create a hit piece. But it should not alarm us at all. Not at all. It's very, very common. Christians know about it, that has happened all the time. Last 6,000 years, there's always something that the enemy is working on, trying to sling it at the Christians, trying to blame the Christians for something. But what's important is that we can see through that.
None of this feels very godly to me.
Which kind? What part of it?
None of this anger, this attacking of the police and of the government and of the doctors. It doesn't feel godly to me.
When Jesus walked into the temple, kicked over those tables, and the money flew all over, that wasn't very godly, was it? That was the Son of God. And right now I'm kicking over tables, left and right. And as soon as we're done, that we'll have the temple cleaned up and we'll have a temple like it should be. When the disciples told Jesus what people all said, they said, some said you are Elias, some said you are Jeremiah or one of the prophets. And then Jesus turned to the disciples and he said, "And whom do you say? What do you say? Who am I?" And really that's the question, is how is our vision? Do we see what is actually going on, or are we alarmed by what people are saying? Really, we should not be alarmed, and really it should not bother us. As a matter of fact, whatever they are doing, this is not the first time and it's not the last time. We are well able, by the grace of God, to withstand those attacks, to withstand those hit pieces that they try to come up with, because we already know beforehand that they will do it, and we already know beforehand that they will try to show us in a negative light. But the interesting thing is this: whatever the devil devises against us, God turns it around and uses it for his good. And no different this time. So I'm excited to let you know that there is around 150 churches that have signed up to be open this weekend, which is Easter weekend, and I am so thrilled about it. Interestingly, how it coincided exactly with what our premier here in Ontario announced this afternoon. He said, "Folks, it looks like we are getting ready to shut down for the third wave." Well, isn't that something? It matches almost to the day with what they said months ago when some information was leaked and they said what would be happening. Of course, at first I thought it's definitely not accurate. It's just one of those conspiracy things. But like I've said in the past, I actually have no conspiracy theories left because they used all of them. And this was one of them. It seemed like a conspiracy theory that they said before, look, they're planning this and then this and then this. And now it's basically right on to the day. April 1st is coming, and it looks like, according to their prophecy, it looks like we are here for the third wave, and lockdowns are coming again. Well, thank God that there's one that is above all these lockdowns. Thank God there's one that stands higher than any of our governments, and that's why they see the Christians as such a threat. The system of this world actually sees the Christians as their biggest threat, and they are absolutely right about it. They're right that the Christians are the biggest threat. You know why? Because far above their authority is our God. Far above what they design, what they plan, is our God. And with God, nothing is impossible. With him, nothing is impossible. We thank God that we have him that we can stand with, and we are looking forward to be what he wants us to be, and we're looking forward to have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. May God bless you.